We're the business behind the business, right? It's always the provider's name on the door. It's their business, it's their brand. Portrait operates really more as a platform that empowers these businesses to operate. That means picking your location. It means picking your schedule, bringing in the products that you believe are going to generate the best outcomes, for your patients. It is a level of control that you have that you're not going to have inside a franchise, and certainly not in a business that is owned by someone else.
And I think for us it was, okay, so what we want to do is build something that is tailored for each provider. We want to elevate their brand, we want to elevate their presence, we want to elevate their expertise. We want to position them in a place to be the expert for their patient. Then by default almost, if you do the work, you're going to get the outcome of what Portrait is today.
That vial, and that syringe creates no value sitting on the shelf. The ability to create value from those products is entirely dependent upon, someone's hands, their mind, their vision. Not these hands, I'm not a clinician, right? But, your hands perhaps, or the hands of our collective. It's because it's the outcome that matters.
Aesthetics is not a, pick 1, 2, 3 options, and that's not how providers want to work. It's not what patients want. Providers, they've got the expertise, they have the drive, they have the relationships, they have the trust, and you give them the platform to actually practice how they want to. You can get better outcomes too, which has been really fun to watch. Okay, so we need a way to make sure patients are treated safely. We need a way to make sure that we have the pre and post care things set up. We need to make sure that we are set up legally to operate in every state, because whether you're an RN, an NP, a PA, you're a physician, no matter what state you're in, it's different. I think we've put a tremendous amount of work and attention to detail on building something that works for what we want to do, for how we want to position providers. And that means having great oversight things in place. That means making sure all of the filings are done. That means making sure that we've got ways to, handle inventory issues. It's a lot of things that people don't think about unless you know someone who's done all of the ordering and all the regulatory stuff and also been an office manager, and they may have still had a lot of gaps. And that can easily suck up a ton of your time, and that's time you could be treating patients. It's time you could be making money. It's time you could be spending with your family, and instead you're, reading bulletins from the boards. So, we grab all that stuff on the front end. We always want to learn. We always want to grow. That's been so striking, I think, for a lot of providers, and it's something that I think for both of us is so obvious and intuitive. And I don't know how we would not operate that way. I don't think we could, but that's it. I mean, to me, that the status quo is always the wrong answer.
You're the one who is having this intimate interaction with the patient, where they're exposing their vulnerabilities to you, you are comforting them and delivering phenomenal care. You're the one generating the value, right? And if that's the case, why isn't your name on the door? And I think that in both the literal sense and the symbolic sense, why does it have to be so hard to be put in a position to actually just do the thing that you love? And I think that's what we're doing. I think we're solving that problem.